Now, this week's wine of the week comes from Villa Maria, the large New Zealand company whose wines are in very wide distribution. You'll find them in most of the UK supermarkets. Now, in some ways that gives them a slight problem in that, because they're so familiar, they tend not to be considered for things like wine of the week, because we see them year in, year out, they're widely available, and they can pass below the radar. Well, in some ways that's a great pity, especially when the wines are as good as the range from a producer like Villa Maria, and there are others like Concha y Toro from Chile or Torres from Spain, which are big companies with their wines in lots of shops, but they deliver fantastically good quality wines at very fair prices, and they are consistent, reliable, and worthy of our attention as wine lovers. So the wine that I have for us this week is the brand new vintage, the 2011 vintage of the very familiar Villa Maria Private Bin Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough. And you know, I poured it a moment ago, and I can actually, the aromas are so powerful that I can smell them from here without lifting the glass. But what you get is very, very classic. There is fresh, burstingly fresh gooseberry. There's a lovely green bean and green pepper edge to the aromas, but also a much more tropical fruit. Passion fruit and mango hints here, a very complex, very typical and very expressive nose. And on the palate, it's fantastic. You know, it's exactly what you want from this style of wine. It's burstingly fresh, it's vivid. There's a punch of green apple, there's a punch of citrus, but draped around it are those very ripe, quite unctuous, quite exotic flavours. And that little undercut, that backbone of acidity, that means it stays sharp right through to the finish. This is essentially a dry wine, essentially a food-friendly style, but it has all the balance, all the hallmarks, a bit of length, a bit of style, and it's a really excellent example of Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. So, on offer at the moment, as these wines always tend to be somewhere, at £6.78 in Tesco, it's an extremely good buy. The regular price of around £9.99, and it's available in most of the supermarkets. But in Tesco until the 6th of September at £6.78, it's my wine of the week.